Alola everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is PhillyBeatzU and wow, there are a lot of Pokeballs within the Pokemon universe and all of them look so cool. But before we get on to anything in regards to these guides and these episodes, I first want to break down all the Pokeballs that we can get within the games, that we can get from other games, and see how we can put them into Pokemon Sun and Moon and breed them down maybe so that we can have Pokemon with the Alolan symbol with that specific Pokeball and share with our friends and maybe fill the Wonder Tree with some great Pokemon. So we're going to be looking from the left side to the right side of each row as I read down the Pokeballs. Now we have the regular Pokeball, which is on the top left. Then we have the Great Ball next to that, the Ultra Ball, and the Master Ball. Now these Pokeballs can be obtained in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Then we have the Safari Ball, which can only be found in Generation 3 and 4 games and be transferred over. If you want to have a Pokemon in Sun and Moon, to have that specific Pokeball, you're going to have to transfer it, and you're going to have to breed it down so that it can have that Alolan symbol. Then we have the awesome Pokeballs that Sun and Moon showed us. We got the Level Ball, the Lure Ball, the Moon Ball, the Friend Ball, the Love Ball, the Heavy Ball, and the Fast Ball. Now, I believe one of each of these balls can be found in the game, and you can also get tons of these Pokeballs from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Now, note, you can't bring the item itself, but you can bring the Pokemon that is caught within the ball. So if you want to get more Pokemon in these balls, I suggest go playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver and then transferring them over when the Pokebank opens. We also have the Sports Ball, which is not found in the game, and now the Sports Ball is in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and there's an event or an area where there is a bug catching contest, and you get the Sports Ball for there. Now, if you see a Sports Ball in a Pokemon that is not a bug type, it is most likely not legal. So keep that in mind when you see that Sports Ball. Now, going back to the balls that are in Sun and Moon, we have the Premier Ball, we have the Repeat Ball, we have the Timer Ball, the Nest Ball, the Net Ball, the Dive Ball, the Luxury Ball, the Heal Ball, the Quick Ball, the Dusk Ball, which is one of my favorite Pokeballs. Then we have the Cherish Ball, which you get from events. You cannot breed anything in a Cherish Ball at all. If you breed a Pokemon in a Cherish Ball, it'll end up being a Pokeball. Then we have something known as the Park Ball, which was a way of transferring Generation 3 Pokemon to Generation 4 Pokemon game, and you would find the Pokemon running a round and you would throw the Park Ball at it and then it would retain its original form from the Generation 3 game. Then we have the Ultra Beast Ball, which was introduced into the 7th generation game, and it's really awesome to have an Ultra Beast Ball, and I did a previous video on all the Pokemon that you get in the Ultra Beast Ball, so go take a look at that if you have the time as well. And then we have the Dream Ball, which is from Generation 5, and the Dream Ball was used to catch Pokemon in the entry forest, and you can also get Dream Ball Pokemon from the Pokemon Dream Radar game, which is an additional optional game on the 3DS. You get some legendaries in the Dream Ball, so if you want to do that, go ahead and play the Dream Radar game. So I believe those are all the Pokeballs as well. Dream Balls obviously are not available in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Dream Balls are not there, and Safari Balls are definitely not there, and the Sports Balls. So that's it. And for this video, we're not going to be talking about the Master Ball or Cherish Ball on the Pokemon, as we're not going to be discussing event Pokemon, and Master Ball Pokemon you can catch on anything practically. So that's out of the question. So without further ado, let's get right into all the Pokemon from the first generation that you can have in legal Pokeballs. Again, we're going to be talking about all the legal Pokeballs for the first generation Pokemon. Now, I'm aware that not all first generation Pokemon are available within Pokemon Sun and Moon, but I'm talking about once Pokebank opens up and we can bring them over, we can kind of see which ones are legal or which ones are actually illegal by judging from this video. So keep this video bookmarked, save it, because this is going to be an important guide for you guys to remember. So let's go take a look at all the Pokemon and the Pokeballs used here. So here we go, guys. Here it is. We have Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, as you notice, they can have Dream Balls, but you cannot get them in any Ultra Beast Balls or the nice Apricorn Balls as well. Generation 6 gave us a nice option to catch their middle evolved forms in that little Friend Safari zone as well. So you can see the legal Pokeballs for that. We have the Caterpie, Weedle, and Pidgey. Now, Caterpie can practically be caught in every single Pokeball. Now, note as we look at this chart, guys, that every single Pokemon is not mentioned here, just their pre-evo forms, because obviously their evolutions are going to be caught in the same ball. So look at that. What the various opportunities that you can get for a lot of these Pokeballs. You have the Rattata and the Alolan form and all the Pokeballs that you can catch for those. You have Spearow as well. That's a lot of Pokeballs for Spearow. Ekans, you can't get in an Ultra Beast Ball, which sucks. Sandshrew you can get in a lot of Pokeballs. We got Nidoran, the male and female Vulpix, Alola form. And I'll be talking later on about breeding Alolan forms with the Kanto Pokemon as well, and the Pokeballs you can pass down in another video. We got Zubat, we got Oddish, Paris, Venonat. Now look at Paris and Venonat. Like, Paris in general can get all the Pokeballs. Every single Pokeball in existence can go to Paris. We got Diglett, Alola form. We got Meowth. Look at all these Pokeballs, guys. Psyduck. That's a lot of Pokeballs for Psyduck as well. Mankey, Growlithe. We got Poliwag, Abra, Machop, Bellsprout. So what I like to personally do as we look at these lists, I personally like getting a Pokeball that matches the Pokemon. For example, if you see that Bellsprout, I would definitely love putting Bellsprout in either a Safari Ball or maybe a Friend Ball to match its color type. I love doing that kind of stuff. There we go. We got Ponyta. Unfortunately, like I said, there's no other way to get the Ultra Beast Ball on Pokemon that don't exist in Pokemon Sun and Moon, which sucks. The only way you can get an Ultra Beast Ball on some Pokemon that don't exist are the non-Alolan forms, aka the Kanto forms of those Pokemon. So yeah, for example, if you get Alolan form Grimers in Ultra Beast Ball, you can somehow breed with a regular Grimer once you have that and end up with an Ultra Beast Ball, which is kind of cool. Ghastly can be caught in a Dream Ball. Unfortunately, what really sucks about the Dream Ball Pokemon is that if the Dream... Well, since the 5th generation, the Dream World closed and everything because of the online service, the only way to get some of these Dream World Pokemon are through trading friends that already have it. Or if you're one of them hackers, you can just easily put in these Pokeballs within the game. Now, Scyther is pretty cool because Scyther is also one of these Pokemon. Scyther and Pinsir, you can have in every single Pokeball that exists. There are very few Pokemon that you can do that with. There you go. We got Magikarp as well. So, by the way, a rare Pokeball would be a Scyther in a Sports Ball or a Pinsir in a Sports Ball. And I think that's the list. That's the list. Now, here's something that we were talking about before. We have Porygon, controversial Porygon that is an Eventmon only in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So you're going to get it in a Pokeball in Pokemon Sun and Moon. But in other games, there are options to get it without, being an event Pokemon. You can even get it in a Dream Ball. Dream Ball Porygon is legal. And look at this, guys. This is also something I want you to keep in mind. Now, some of these fossil Pokemon are possible to get in non-Pokeballs through other games. You can get Aerodactyl through a Dream Ball, Kabuto through a Dream Ball, and Omnimite through a Dream Ball as well. So there's limitations in Sun and Moon when it comes to fossils, but there's not limitations when it comes to other games. Same thing with Porygon, which is cool. And I think the really cool thing about Eevee is that you can get all of its evolutions within a certain Pokeball to match it. So that is awesome. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to double check, go take a look, rewind the video, and scroll through the Pokemon that are legal within the Pokeballs for the 1st generation. I hope this little scroll through of all the Pokemon in Generation 1 was helpful to you guys because it'll help you determine what is legal once Pokebank opens up. So if you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. This is PhillyBeatzU, and I'm out.